must be truth to that old wives' tale.
What is it? What's the wives' tale?
What is the wives'
What is the wives' tale you talking
Well, the
about?
more you pleasure yourself.
Something in the water taught me how to crawl. Something in the water taught me how to fall. Something in
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to another Something in the Water podcast. We're glad to have you. I'm Uncle Dave Griffin, along with Sean Clark.
And we got our guest today, Miss Larissa Berg.
What's up, you guys?
And
Now, I got one question for you. Who's the prettiest one on the podcast today? Well, I think that's pretty obvious. Well, we're glad to have you, honey.
All right,
Or-
thank you so much for
Actually,
having
you're
me.
having us.
Yep.
I am having you all. We're at Second Skin Tattoo Studio in Kingsland, Georgia right now. And we're just going to have a little bit of a podcast fun, and then we might get into some business later with Uncle Dave. So,
Yeah, well, let that be the teaser.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
Dave's going under the gun.
I may just do this, you're never too old to get a tattoo. And I'm sorry, Daddy. Nah, it's all cool. So,
How long have you been?
Tattooing?
Yeah.
About 4 days now.
okay.
No.
And my doctor just told me my COVID will be over with in about 3 days, so I think we're good.
No, but I'm in my third year now.
Heck
so,
yeah.
Yeah, just in my
And
third year.
Larissa did this one. My backcountry.
Put it towards the camera.
Put on your glasses.
That's
Well,
Billy the
you can
Bat.
you can find pictures of it on my
Yeah.
social media.
She's
Absolutely.
excellent. You did one for Connor, too.
Yes,
didn't you?
I did a while back. I did
Yeah.
a lotus flower growing out of a beer can, and it was hard. I remember tattooing it. I was scared.
That
yeah.
was cool. It still
Yeah.
looks good.
So Larissa is an excellent tattoo artist. You're an artist as well. I mean,
Yes.
was that your first love? Did that kind of lead you to tattooing, or?
Yes, I painted murals and just, of course, drew all my life in class and stuff. But I think I'm a tattooer before an artist at heart.
Excellent.
So,
Heck yeah.
How y'all doing? Good.
what's up, you guys?
You did some of the murals. I think some of them have been redone now, but
Yes,
on
yes.
Boondocks
Yes.
Bar.
Originally, I painted most of the murals at the Boondocks with another artist, Mako Havley. And over time, that salt water
Yeah.
started like degrading
Mm-hmm.
the murals, and so
They were always they looked good.
a really talented
Yeah.
gentleman recently touched them up. His name slips my mind, but they
Miles.
look amazing. Miles.
Is that the last name?
Miles? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it seemed like we were just discussing that Saturday night when we were there. Boondocks is a very popular hangout. It's a dive bar on the Blythe Island Road, located right within the city limits of Brunswick. Is that city limits? or
Yes,
is it?
it's right off
That's
exit 29. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, the address is 7270 Blythe Island Highway because I used to bartend there. That's what I did to get through to start tattooing, actually.
Okay.
So that was my
Yeah.
little dive bar, and I love everybody up there.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
awesome. We love that
wonderful
place.
place.
It's wonderful.
Some of the best people in the world go there, and we discovered it probably about 2.5 years ago, and just stopping by there after a gig, and found it to be just so relaxing and friendly.
Yes.
The natives are friendly.
It is very true blue. Once you enter the doors, you will not leave until 2 a.m.
Just gets hold of you.
Everybody
Yeah.
won't know if it's daylight.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know what time it is. in
It's
there.
a lot of characters in there that we've come to know and love over the years. And there's Randy Cooper is the karaoke DJ, and he and his brother were on an earlier podcast.
Yes, I saw that.
Your
it was
mother,
awesome.
your mother was on one of our podcasts.
Yes, she was.
Lindy Berg.
Absolutely.
And
That's her. Yeah, registers here.
Ed was
Yeah.
Ed was there as well. Your daddy. He was off camera, but that was an enjoyable podcast. So you came from good stock.
Yes. I was very excited when I saw that y'all did a podcast with Randy. I love him to pieces.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
it's awesome.
yeah. There's all kinds of characters. And we'll be. We played there just a couple of nights ago. As a matter of fact, we had the Dwellers Ball. Now it is called the Toast to 2023.
Yep.
And
Bash.
Bash. I was thinking when I saw that, I was thinking, shouldn't it be 2024? No, because you're toasting the year behind out. So we did that. We toasted it. Boy, we toasted it. Good gracious, we toasted it.
And they will always bring out those little plastic glasses, and they'll put champagne for
See
yeah.
now,
every New Year. So that's
Yeah.
the tradition at the Boondocks.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I hadn't-
bottles.
I had never been there prior to 2 nights ago.
Yes.
You had a good time. I know that. I was watching you. Sean was dancing like Elvis and Michael Jackson put together.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Pool tables, specials, it's just a great place. So we urge y'all to check that out if you're ever in the area, and check this place out too in Kingsland, because she does some mighty fine stuff. Now, obviously, you didn't do yourself.
I have tattooed myself, Dave, but we're just not going to go there. That was before I was in a shop, and my mentors told me, don't do that. It's not a good idea.
It's like
we're not going to do that. We
giving
can help-
yourself a haircut.
Yeah. And so a lot of these are done by my mentors and previous bosses. This is a coworker right there. I don't know if y'all can see a little Sacred
great.
Heart.
Dang, you got tattoos everywhere, even on the inside
Oh, yeah.
of the hand.
I got the wrist that says Always Indigo. It's a little Black
And,
Angels reference if you know the band.
Beep,
So,
beep.
oh yeah, I wanted dots.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But oh yeah, my arms are getting there. So never rush a sleeve.
Yeah.
Never rush a
That's
sleeve.
what you call this, right? Sleeve?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, some people think tattoos should connect all the way through. It's personal preference. I like a little space.
I like
A
that.
little skin. I like to keep a little skin, okay? So,
What was your first tattoo?
my very first tattoo was, and I hate to say this because I tattoo Marine and Navy every day, but I got a small anchor behind my ear. So, and then I'm not in the Navy. So as I got older, I said, I'm going to do away with this. And I got this talented artist, Robert Sanders, to cover it with a little rose.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
done a lot of my larger pieces. He's in Jacksonville, Florida.
All right.
He's really awesome.
Cool.
So it's covered, but it's still there, you
Yeah.
know. It
So
was-
tell us the weirdest tattoo you got.
that I have?
Yeah.
Oh God. It would either be my marijuana nugget, a little flower as an ode to, holistic medicine there.
Yeah.
Or I have it's not weird, but it is a naked lady. I have a Sailor Jerry pinup.
Okay.
Cool.
Gosh, I don't have too many super weird ones. I always have coworkers trying to put like funny, like weird tattoos on me, like a flaming banana. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. So, I have a lot of traditional tattoos, nothing super crazy.
How many do you think you have in all?
Oh, God, I don't know, Dave.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on. We're going to the back. I'm going to
If I had
count
to
them.
guess, I don't know, like
80?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
That's cool, though.
So,
Well, Yeah, I would figure a person that works in a tattoo parlor to have tattoos.
Yes,
I
and
mean, that
not many
kinda
of us
goes along
count
with
how
it.
many we have, just so y'all know.
Well, today I'm going for a small arm tattoo and a pierced navel and probably a
Flaming banana.
A flaming banana.
thinking about possibly adding a Prince Albert in there too,
Oh,
just to make it
yeah.
a package.
A package deal. Yeah, we also do
A lot of
piercings.
firsts today.
Nah. So tell us about. Let's see. You were born in North Georgia
Yes,
in
yes.
Fulton County,
Fulton County. That is
and
correct.
then you just made your way.
I made my way down here. So around 2011, like I was basically a little kid still, like 17, you know. So I traveled down here to go to college at the College of Coastal Georgia. I wanted to be an occupational therapist. And I just recently tattooed my old roommates from the island. And they said, we remember when you told us you were going to be an occupational therapist. And we just went to our room and shut the door and said, hell no, she's never going to be that. She'll be a tattoo artist.
Yeah,
That's
how
what brought me down here.
how correct they were.
Yeah, it took me a little while, but you know, it takes time to figure out what you really want to do.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
exactly.
It's worth it. So,
So your parents weren't living here when you decided to come to school here yet?
not at first,
Okay.
but they saw how nice it was down here. You know, we have all the islands. The Golden Isles is a beautiful,
Beautiful
location.
place.
And they came on down and moved in down here. They followed me. But
Heck yeah.
yeah, now we have a lot of the same friend group, and they're pretty established down here. They absolutely love it. So,
We went to their house for a big anniversary / birthday event. I believe it was. It might have been Lindy's.
oh yes,
Was it-
Pine Box Strollers played. It was their anniversary. Don't ask me exactly which one. 29th or 30th. Mom,
Yeah.
don't kill me.
It was fun though.
Yeah,
was fun.
it was so much fun. She started getting scared when people were shooting off the fireworks because, you know, Mom, she's like, oh, God, don't burn the house down, y'all.
Her mom, if you've when you're on Facebook, you'll see a daily story.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
little story reels, and she puts out one every day. I don't think she's missed it unless she's.
I wish she could manage my page for tattooing. Let's just say that. She would do awesome.
Yeah, she's a dancer, and she loves cooking too. So she puts a lot of those, mostly dancing, on her stories. But every now and then, it'll be a big. It's what we had for dinner today. You know, there's some dessert or something like that. Did you pick up either one of those tricks from her, dancing and cooking?
I cannot dance. I can sing. I can paint.
You can
I can
sing.
do a lot of things,
You
but
can sing.
dancing's not really in my repertoire. But I will. You know, I will.
Yeah.
Especially if little Willie, you know, wants to square dance a little bit. I'll get out there and dance.
Absolutely.
I need a lead. Okay.
Little Willie is one of the Boondocks characters. Yeah.
Patron.
Stephen Donald is his name. Everybody calls him Little Willie, I think, because he's got long gray hair and ponytail and a beard. And but he sings nothing but Bob Dylan and John Prine.
Yes.
Everybody calls him Little Willie.
He loves when he gets a break and I can pop on there and do some Dylan on karaoke. He loves it. But he's the only one that can get me on the dance floor. I'm sorry.
Well, he's a ladies' man.
Yeah. He's something else.
Yeah, he's smooth.
Very smooth.
I heard you sing, and I was impressed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, dang.
What's she
Ain't
saying?
you in a band?
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
down to
know
do
what
it, dog.
It was, but it was just, your voice was just incredible.
Yeah, I was in chorus all through high school. I was a soprano 1, so I can sing a little lower or decently high. So, and I classically trained piano growing up, Catholic. So I had a mean lady teach me how to read music and play piano. So a lot of that translated later on into my life for a love of music. Still, So.
You still play piano?
Oh, I can
Yeah.
pull one out. You know what I
Wow.
mean? So I'm actually trying to learn bass guitar right now, but it's a little hard. So
Yeah. We'll go.
yeah.
Keep it up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you'll be in a damn band
I would love
before
to.
you know it.
Shit, let's do all the things. I'm ready.
Cross them off your list. That's
Yeah,
right.
dude.
Keep it going. You know,
Is it about that time? What?
I'm putting off as long as I can.
Yeah, I say, well, let's go ahead and get out there.
Well, I'm gonna do this tale of the week then before we do the tattoo. Just
Okay.
You
so
should
I
do the
can-
tale of the week while you're getting the tattoo.
Yeah, it'd be like, did you notice that? Ow! I believe that certain things or not. Ow!
You know, the first event I ever went to is the Grand Parsons Festival in Waycross. When I got down here, I said, that looks pretty
Awesome.
damn cool. And that's where I met, like, lifelong friends, you know.
And that would have been what year?
God, probably 2012 or 11.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way back when.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Really great time.
I used to could tell you who we had that year. But it all runs together. We just had our 26th annual, so that's 26 of them to look back on. They've all been fun, though.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I was at every one of them.
Yeah, Sean's
you were?
been at every one of
I
them.
played at every one of them.
The first one in the backyard when it was just called the Griffin Guitar Pool.
Very cool.
We had about 30 people over, and they brought a little potluck, and we had some food. It was Thanksgiving weekend, and we had music on the back patio, and it was Gravy.
Yeah, my band Gravy.
Gravy played that. We got a little video of that, too.
It was very
You look like a young girl in the video.
I look like an old woman.
But, all right, so we got this little thing that we usually end every podcast with called Uncle Dave's Tale of the Week. And this one is, well, all about New Year's.
But this will not be the end of the episode. We're going
It
to.
won't be the end
Dave's
of the
going to get a
episode.
tattoo.
No, it's not.
He's getting ink.
He's already come this far. He's not
I ain't
backing
turning
down.
back now.
He ain't turning back now.
First tattoo at 70.
Let's go.
The incessant knocking on the front door of the first home that I had ever purchased was beginning to piss me off. It was the first day of 1993, and I'm sure I'd been out carousing the night before. I stumbled through the house that held many memories, once belonging to my old friend and next-door neighbor growing up on Dog Hill, James Cock. Opening the door, John Randall Smith and Billy Ray Heron burst inside. John waving a cassette tape wildly around with a big grin on his face. You got to hear this right now. Looking back, I'll have to say he was right. John and I had played in various bands all around the country from 76 up to now. We share the same irreverent sense of humor and have witnessed some classic comedic moments throughout our friendship. We're big fans of Andy and Barney's antics in Black and White Mayberry, and in many a late night or early morning motel room, we've laughed and cried watching Moe, Larry, and Curly, the best assemblage that the Three Stooges ever committed to film. Growing up with movies and television in the 50s and 60s, we were rewarded by the zany film comedy of Jerry Lewis and the tremendous talents of Jackie Gleason and Red Skelton with their weekly TV shows. On CBS, Sunday nights, Candid Camera, hosted by Alan Funt and sidekick Durward Kirby, was a step outside scripted humor and into the realm of the practical joke, which brings me to the reason for this story. Long before television, there was the telephone, and where there was a phone, there was certainly somebody on one end of the line willing to make someone on the other end the butt of a calculated practical joke. Thus the origins of the prank caller. We all practiced the prank call as kids. Hey, do you have Prince Albert in a can? Yes, we do. Well, you better let him out. Silly little kid stuff. As we grew older, we got a little braver. until we learned our lesson. As the art of the prank phone call advanced in the decades that followed, you may have heard of the Jerky Boys, Jim Florentine of the Crank Yankers, or Roy D. Mercer, a character cooked up by a couple of radio disc jockeys out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jerry Lewis even had a penchant for pranking, recording a staggering 50 years' worth of calls. The best of the best, though, was John Bean, born in 1951 and diagnosed with cancer at the age of 18. After a heavy round of radiation treatments, his health improved over the next 10 years. Around 1980, the sickness returned. The doctors gave Bean only weeks to live, but he outlasted that diagnosis by 4 more years. Stuck at home, bored, and unable to walk, John Bean started making prank calls and recording them. He would take on a variety of aliases, including Roy Mullins, Leroy Mercer, or Bill Morgan from just this side of Maynardsville. His sister Betty said that while making his prank calls, he often had a stopwatch running just to see how long it would take to make whoever he was talking to cuss. John Bean passed away on August 18, 1984, at the age of 33 due to respiratory failure brought on by the resurgent cancer. He's legendary for his comedy because it was totally unscripted and as real as it gets. He has legions of fans around the world, among them Jeff Foxworthy, who claims Bean's tape was a big influence on him. That tape has been recorded and re-recorded through the years, making its way into the hands and hearts of comedy lovers everywhere. It was especially well received in the law enforcement and musical communities. That original cassette tape with the 3 titles, Eddie's Auto, C&C, and Tom McCann's, is the holy trinity of prank phone calls. Thanks to John Randall Smith and Billy Ray Heron spreading the joy on New Year's Day of 1993, John Bean still lives on in my heart. Happy New Year, by God.
Nice.
I wish we'd had a little section of that, a little clip of that prank phone call tape. But I encourage you to just go out there and Google it, YouTube it. Just type in John Bean, Eddie's Auto, and that'll get you started. You'll thank me for it later. And now, where's the drum roll? That's good. I hope you're better at tattooing than you are at drum rolls.
A little bit. A little bit.
I'd like to invite y'all into
My world.
the tattoo parlor.
All right. Let's go, Uncle Dave.
Cut.
Let's see. So we have the lines in the stencil are going to be like purple, but I'll do each color coordinating to the cross. The cross itself. It's actually Procreate, and it works really good for tattoos. Let me print out the jacket as well so I can see the sequence of colors. I don't want to mess it up. Let's get rid of all these. Yeah, it makes it super easy for tattoos like this because you can get them perfect.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, you
so
can use the symmetry and all that. And then print out your little reference. Yeah, I didn't go too crazy into the stories. I figure if I ever do a deep water podcast with y'all, is that what y'all call them? Deep water?
Deep end.
Oh, deep end. Yeah, oh,
It is deep
that makes
water.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah, you need to come do one of those.
dude, I need to do a
Yeah.
deep water bad. There was stuff that I wanted to say, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, you can come on there and we get.
I got hella
whole
stories.
stuff.
Hell of a lot of stories.
Dave does his other tattoo.
We
I think that's too
drink
big. But let's look at these other ones.
Or you
Here's
could do one of Dave's piercing.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's real big, Dave.
That's
Hold
real
on.
big,
That's
Dave.
real big, Dave.
Don't do that one.
real big days.
See,
It didn't look that big, so you held it to your arm.
that one's still a little big as well, I think. We could either do this smaller one, or we could go in between those two. I think that actually
I
fits.
think that's good.
It fits your arm nice. So. I'm a wild boar with the scissors, so watch out. You gotta be real good at cutting up around here. This is our stencil machine. This is the process for stenciling. Kind of cool. All right. Here's Dave's little tattoo, man.
That's my stencil.
Your stencil, buddy. Trim it up nice so we can see what's going on here. There's this. Somebody can use that little piece, believe it or not.
And for those of you who are uninformed, that is the back of Graham Parsons' nudie suit from the late 60s. Originally made by the famous cowboy designer Nudie Cohen.
What do you say? You're talking to.
I'm talking to the podcast.
He's talking to the people.
He is the people.
And everybody knows I'm a big Graham Parsons aficionado.
All right, now we
Now.
need the subject. I'm gonna have you stand up for the stencil, Dave, so
Okay.
I can get your body nice and even. And you turn towards me. Perfect. Glove up.
I gotta wear gloves.
No. Tattooing's not as crude now as it used to be. Get a glove up. All right, this is just a little alcohol. It's gonna be a little bit cold, okay?
Okay.
See that wrist. Get all around this area that we're gonna be in.
Hairy, ain't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to take some of this off, buddy. Strong. Getting thirsty?
Nope. Oh, alcohol, I get it.
Here would look great. Now we gotta de-woolify.
My arm is in your hands.
I got you, bud.
Skin it back.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's a lot. Poor Dave. He's gonna have to grow this back over the next few weeks.
Well, there must be truth to that old wives' tale.
What is it? What's the wife's tale?
What is the wives?
What is the wife's tale you talking
Well, the
about?
more you pleasure yourself,
Uh,
He was trying to keep it a face.
the worse your eyesight be, and your hair starts coming off.
All right.
Oh, look, it reminds me of when I was 10. Fat lady walked into a tattoo parlor. The tattoo artist said, "I don't know where to start with you."
see if this will fit. It's about perfect.
Okay.
So we're gonna take this Aquasonic.
Aquasonic.
It's ultrasound jelly. The ladies will know what this is.
That's what they use to look at the fetus.
Yes.
Do a fetus have feet?
Does he got any fetus in there now that you can see?
I don't know. All right, let it tack up for a moment.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a first.
Exclusive.
I have,
First times at Second Skin.
I have no tattoos yet.
That I know of. Do it inverted.
We'll be inverted to him. But technically, this is the proper way to tattoo it, the way we're looking at it.
That's where when you show it off. Look at there.
You don't want to go in here.
Hmm?
See, Dave, that didn't hurt at all.
A coworker to check. Make sure.
Okay.
I bet you didn't think it'd be that fast. Let me see. Oh, yeah.
I encourage the
Oh,
giant cover your whole arm,
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
but that fits your arm well.
He said he'll check the placement.
Ladies and gentlemen, register.
I'll be honest with you, I'd probably bring it over. Look at this right here.
That way here,
Mm.
Bring it over just a little bit that way.
to the left, correct?
You got a boomerang arm, my friend. You got one of
Yes,
those.
I actually practiced growing it that way.
But yeah, I'd probably bring it over where.
It's aimed more down the middle
Yeah,
finger.
just like I would take right here, and just put it right with your finger right there. I may bring it over about like
Scoot it over
a
like
few
a
millimeters.
couple millimeters. All right. Thank you, sir.
I mean, it takes a lot of hard work to grow a boomerang arm, so.
You gotta make sure you tattoo it
I've
properly.
never heard that about my arms before. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Well, this comes back to you, right?
Arm's gonna be really clean now, Dave.
You ain't kidding.
Second skin. Talk about no skin after we're done this thing. Hold on. A little more fetus jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Let it tack up.
Bony Tony.
This is about to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna know how to act.
Boy, you're gonna be a new man, Uncle Dave. Middle finger check.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's perfect. Yeah. Like it.
Boomerang arm, folks. Mm-hmm.
All right, we gotta let it dry about 10 minutes. Really good.
Well, I'll just tell you every tattoo joke that I know. Husband and wife had been married for years and years, and every birthday, he was this huge Beach Boys fan, and every birthday she bought him something related to the Beach Boys. And after 30 years of marriage, there was like he had everything, you know. And so she was really searching hard for something that he did not have, and she passed by a tattoo parlor downtown, and she thought, there's an idea. And so she went inside and asked the guy there, said, Beach Boys. And he said, well, that's going to be about, $300. It's a little more than I planned on spending. How about if you just do B and tattoo it, one B here and one B there on the cheeks of my ass. And so she gets home later that evening with her gift. And he's laying in bed reading. She steps out of the bathroom, gets at the foot of the bed, bends over like this, says, happy birthday, honey. He looks up from his book and says, who the hell's Bob?
Wow, wow, wow.
You add that in post-production. This one is really on a whim.
A real win. This is a I changed my design last night win.
What was the design before that? Skin it back.
No, we had been talking about Cosmic Rose. And
He woke up today and he said, I might get divorced next week.
well, Cosmic Rose is my wife's
Matilda's
nickname.
a little bit. Hold on.
Is my wife's nickname, or that's the
Yeah.
name of her her artist name. When she's an artist and she vends at the festival, she calls her vending tent Cosmic Rose.
You were going to get the words, or you were going to get a
I
rose?
don't know. I think
Didn't know.
I didn't know.
I-
I woke up today and I thought I want something that is more something that is relative to my interests. Not that my wife's not interested, but something that I identify with, and just popped in my head, and I thought
26 years of Graham Parsons.
26 years of Graham Parsons. When you count 73 is when I first discovered him, so that's 50 years of knowing about him, and 26 years of honoring him in a music festival. So I felt like this was a good move. I was just worried that you might not think it was not a good move.
I think it's a great move. My machine's a little noisy.
Oh,
Kind of like a lawnmower.
okay.
Right now, we're just going to put a little line right there to show you what it's like.
Okay.
And we'll outline your cross. And hopefully you don't just get the cross.
Oh,
Good Southern Christian man.
yeah. Daddy'll be proud. Ah,
the
Yeah.
excitement and the pain.
Reminded me of a root canal.
Oh my god.
Especially when you can smell it.
Especially when they start pulling that nerve out.
Bone dust.
Yeah. All right, let's see your arm. I'm gonna keep it kind of like that.
All right.
You tell me if you need a break, okay?
Okay.
Break.
Stop.
And try not to move around
Yeah.
this body part.
Okay.
But you're doing good. Doing good. All right, let's put a little line in. That was a big one. Oh my god, Dave!
Was that bad?
Huh?
Was that bad?
A little bit.
Well, it's
Look how
it
perfect.
ain't so bad as it is steady.
Steady, dog. Just relax.
Okay.
It's gonna look really nice.
Just think about writing a song right now.
Jesus Christ.
It is a cross.
This, I'll tell you folks, this feels like about a 20-pound mosquito that is not letting up.
Going up by mosquito.
You know how you can slap a mosquito and he'll quit? If you slap this mosquito, he'd slap you back.
Yeah.
That's what he feels like. Yeah, I can't wait till it's through. All right, I'm on.
For such a wavy man, you sure picked a lot of straight lines, Dave.
What is a wavy man?
Wavy man.
A wavy man has boomerang arms. They always keep coming back. My arm ain't never left. My arm ain't always right.
My boomerang arms are always coming back to me empty-handed.
Ooh-wee. Tell you what, and this is not the most sensitive part of your body.
Think about them other parts. Think about
Good
them other
Lord.
parts, Dave.
Now I'll tell the joke.
What joke?
Husband and wife just got married. We're spending their honeymoon in Jamaica. Steve and Wendy were their name. And first day they spent down there, they went casually taking in the streets of what?
Philadelphia.
Nassau? Is that Jamaica?
That's some damn straight lines, cuz.
I forgot we were in Jamaica.
Well, they went Kingsland. They were walking down Kingsland doing some shopping, getting them some memorabilia for their honeymoon trip. And they passed by a tattoo parlor. And he says, I'm going to do something for you I've never done for anybody, Wendy. To prove my love for you is forever, I'm going to get your name tattooed on my penis. Now, I know that had to sting. But he suffered through it. Am I looking at that camera? Okay. And,
I'm just checking it out.
okay.
I'm just examining with my little tattoo eye.
And So, you know, as all tattoos, it takes a couple of days to really, you have to baby it and stay out of the sun and keep that jelly on it or something, right?
Yeah.
Cream or something.
Some sort of cream.
Yeah. So he did that, and then after it was good and ready, they went down to the nudist beach for some afternoon drinks and sunshine. And they were laying out there in their chairs. If you've never been to a nudist beach, well, pretty much you're not walking around, even though there's nudes all around you, you're not walking around with a raging boner. In fact, it's just flaccid. And so he looks over at Wendy and he says, honey, are you thirsty? She says, yeah, I want a big old pina colada. He said, I'll be right back. He moseys on up to the Tiki Hut bar and is standing there ordering some drinks for him, and this big Rastafarian walks up with dreads, and he's naked too. And old Steve happens to glance down at his private, and being flaccid, you know, Steve's tattoo says W-Y instead of Wendy because it's flaccid, right? All you can see is the W and the Y, the first and last letter. And he glances down at the Rastafarian and sees a big W-Y on his. And he says, hey, we got the same tattoo. He says, mine says Wendy in honor of my new bride. What does yours say? He said, oh, mine says, welcome to the island. Hope you have a nice stay. Folks, it's coming along real good.
Do you want the inside filled in red?
Oh, I have to say yes.
Yeah?
That's going to be even more pain, though, ain't it?
A little bit. Won't take that long.
You got just like a big needle that covers a lot of skin. You do?
Yes.
Oh, great. Like coloring the spaces.
There we go. There's the red
Yeah,
right at the top.
absolutely.
Gotta get it true. All right, we're gonna color in the inside,
Okay.
and then we'll go do the rest of our lines. Because believe it or not, this blue pigment is lighter than that red.
Okay.
You have to go dark to light, or else they'll mix in your skin
Ew,
a little bit.
that sounds nasty.
It is just muddy. All right, this is the big.
It sounds bigger.
It doesn't feel worse.
Folks, this is real blood.
It's quite the experience.
It is. This is
Something else.
cool.
It's really cool.
I can't even feel my hand.
As long as the black lines on the cross came out perfect, I don't care what happens. That was hard. It's always a little nerve-wracking doing all the straight lines. You ready?
Yeah.
It'll be filled in no time, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Check in on that. Yep.
Are you doing all the different color rays or just cool?
Yeah, we are.
Got yellow and blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yellow and blue. So what's worse, this or your root canal?
Oh, this is much worse.
It is?
Yeah. That root canal was, of course, I like pain.
I know.
I've never shied away from pain.
We know this. See how fast that was. Nice and
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
You can't be scared to hurt somebody doing this job.
Yeah, that's right. You must have a
You gotta get in and out.
fetish for
Not really.
masochism. You must have a masochistic
I apologize
streak in you.
a lot to the clients. I'm like,
I'm so
sorry.
I'm so
Are
sorry.
you okay? Take a long time to get over that feeling bad about it.
Well, like you say, you can't be
Can't be pussyfooting around.
You want to stop, Dave? You want to stop
where
now?
is the most sensitive place?
Taint.
My stomach so far.
Stomach?
Stomach.
Well, you see, the most popular is the tramp stamp. Is that a pretty safe area back there?
That hurts.
That would hurt.
That hurts.
Okay.
What about the bottom of your feet? That's got to be
Your
sensitive.
feet would be. That would be
I have the
awful.
palm of my hand. That hurts.
Tongue.
I don't have the bottom of my feet. I don't think I'll ever get it. But never say never, right?
That's right. Folks, I'm here to tell you, it ain't easy, but it's well worth it.
And once we get this knocked out, you'll be smooth sailing. We just
And
gotta
I've always heard that once you get one, you want another one. Some people just don't stop. They just,
like me. No turning back now.
You think you're going to want another one, Dave? Right now, no.
I'll give it some time to sink in.
It looks really good. What a
Yeah.
cool design.
Yeah. It's one thing that I always thought I'd never do. I just never really entertained the idea. Of course, I never thought I'd ever go to Hawaii either. And we did. Hawaii didn't
Hawaii.
hurt like this, though.
Yeah, are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. It ain't too bad. I mean, it's something else.
Man, if you
It's not-
faint, it'll make for a good podcast.
It sure is something else.
If you faint and fall out, that's good television.
No, it's not that bad.
Just
They
think
did
about
say
that.
the wrist area is one of the worst spots for men.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So, but I didn't want to tell you beforehand. Scare you.
Yeah.
I figured we'd just let it ride.
Well, I'm going to wear this proud now.
I'm sure you are.
I'm gonna show this thing off.
Just tell people.
You know, it's equivalent to that when you go get something froze off your head. You know, they start. At first, it's kind of pleasant, you know, and then he just leaves it and leaves it, leaves it. Then you start, your leg starts moving towards the door. He's like, quit. And the worst part about that freezing, though, is when it numbs out after about 5 minutes, you're talking about some pain then.
Is it a burning feeling?
Huh?
Is it a burning feeling?
Yeah, it's a burning kind of, the spray on when you get
Yeah, the head thing.
the head, you get the skin tags taken off. It's cold as hell, and it starts burning. Yeah, it starts burning the longer that thing is held in one place on your head. It feels a lot like this.
You know what feels worse?
Childbirth.
Tattoo removal.
Oh, really? What do you have to do that?
Laser.
Laser beam.
Laser beam.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I've seen the videos and that's what, I mean, it's cool.
I'll keep all my stupid tattoos.
I'd rather just get a cover up if I didn't
Right.
like this.
Right. I agree.
Cover-ups take a really good eye for the artist, right?
Yes, I don't do.
They got to
too
be
many.
able to see in advance what they're going to cover, how they're going to cover it.
A friend of mine.
Tones and colors. Layers. Cover-ups are hard. I say no to a lot of them. I break hearts.
Yeah, a friend of mine he had something on his arm. He wanted me to draw a cover up for it. I was like, I don't even tattoo, dude. Like, you don't want me to do it. I don't know what's going to cover and what's not going to cover.
Well, you're having to use the existing artwork
But
in your cover-up.
But
Right.
Or
you've got to
some
have
of
the,
it.
you
Some
got
of
to have
it
the
may
knowledge
end up
of
showing.
Right.
what's going to show through.
Yeah.
I told him he should come to you, though, Larissa. But you're saying you don't do a lot of them, do you?
No, I don't do a lot of them unless it's like a small, simple cover-up. That looks pretty good.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wipe away a little bit of that red.
That's bruises, folks.
But we want to keep our purple. That looks great.
Woo.
Sweet, son.
Dang.
We'll get rid of that later. We gotta do our color.
Hmm.
So it looks like we have all the red completed in the design so far.
1, 2,
Now we
3,
need
4,
blue.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah, we need blue.
Blue
now.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But there's 3 blue up here, and I stencil 3 down here, but it just needs 2. So I'm gonna just do that. Just tattoo 2.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I noticed
2
it
blues.
earlier. I was like, well, can't do that. Gotta get it right.
Yeah.
right, you ready for some blue? Let's go, son.
Blue don't hurt near as bad as red did.
Oh, whatever.
Does it taste like blueberry?
So there's 2 at the base, and there's 3 up top.
3?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, three in a line.
Yeah, in the line. I had to pay
I got
attention. There
you.
was 2 in the line right there, but I had
Oh,
John.
you're on the job.
Yeah, baby. I ain't gonna let this get messed up for you, Dave.
I can see a Graham Parsons fan now coming out soon.
That's what I'm
You got
saying.
too many lines in that.
That's what I'm saying. We can't do that. Had to have it perfect.
Yeah, what a fan you are.
It would be a Graham shame if you messed it
3
up.
blue lines. You fucking kidding me, man?
I bet you spell his name like the cracker.
Graham.
Graham.
And then there's 2 on the side.
I got an email the other day from my booking agent out of Nashville, pushing a couple of bands out of Athens for the Graham Parsons, or actually either festival, and one of them's the Pink Stones,
Yeah.
and one of them's DOG.
I don't know DOG.
He said that they are big Graham fans, but he spelled Graham with an H. But he lives 2 houses down from Phil Kaufman.
Okay.
Guess that makes up for it, right?
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Phil Kaufman was Graham's road manager,
Very cool.
and they made a pact with one another at a funeral of a friend. It's a Catholic funeral, so it was very staid,
Oh, yeah.
very.
Looks like there's 2 right there.
That yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the last one.
Hoo-wee. And they made a pact at his funeral that if either one of them were to die before the other, that the other would take them out to Joshua Tree Desert and cremate their body in the desert.
I saw that he died in Joshua Tree. What the hell? That's so funny.
Well, he did die that night. He was on a little recreational trip right before his tour started, and he stayed at the Joshua Tree Inn and overdosed. And so his remains were sitting in a coffin at Los Angeles International Airport waiting to be flown to New Orleans, where his stepfather lived. And old Phil Kaufman was pacing the floor back and two at home saying, I promised him, I promised him, I promised him.
Oh, God.
Finally, he picks up the phone and calls a buddy of his that had an old hearse. And it was a hippie hearse. It had flowers and stuff painted all over it. He says, can you come by and pick me up? I got a mission to complete. And so him and that guy drove to the LA airport in that hippie hearse and went to where they hold the dead bodies. And waltzed in there and said, "We're here to pick up the Parsons corpse. Change of plans." And they said, "Oh, well, we just can't. Listen, are you going to let me do this or not? The family's waiting." And he flustered the old boy so bad that he just shoved the keyboard in front of him and said, "Sign here."
What do you think, Dave?
Badass.
Like it?
I do. I love it.
It's awesome, right?
Let
It's
me
really pretty.
let me turn my boomerang arm around.
Nice.
Yee!
It's
You
sick.
did it.
Yeah, I definitely want to grab a picture of it. It looks super
Mhm.
nice.
That's badass.
But it's bad fucking ass. Here, let me wipe it so Sean can see it not bloody.
Cool.
I think it's
Cool.
clean.
Man, I'm jealous.
You want one?
That's super cool.
Oh, y'all could get matching ones.
That'd be cute.
That's awesome.
That thing looks crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lift it up here and let me grab a quick photo before we doctor it
Okay.
up.
Dude, that's super cool.
I know, it's sick. Usually I say no to color outline because they don't really hold that well.
Right.
But since it's more of an accent, you can get away with it and
Yeah.
have the cross in black. So. You can always touch it up. I think it's in there. I'd put it in there good.
Oh, she was digging.
Yeah, dog. It's good.
Does it feel like it?
Be there for an eternity.
Wow. It even
It's
looks
pretty,
like
right?
it looks like it's raised.
It is.
It
Because
is.
it's just swell up. That'll
Is that right?
that'll
yeah,
go
they
down.
swell a little bit.
Okay.
hmm
That's pretty cool.
Tomorrow, this yellow will look really bright. It won't look so bloody, and it'll look calmed down. It'll look really nice. The next day is
So-
always the best. Yeah.
What do I do for caretaking?
I'm gonna go over that after I
Okay.
doctor you up because I don't
Alright.
want you to get lost in translation.
Okay.
Put a little bit of A&D on it for right now.
Indeed.
I'm actually gonna grab a quick photo myself, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Lift your arm up. Put this under it for contrast.
Need a phone.
Yeah, here it is. There's all these crevices in here that I lose everything. Let's wipe that yellow one more time. Sorry. Your boomerang arm. Hold on.
Damn boomerang.
Making it
no.
That is awesome, Dave.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. You can lift
Okay.
up for a second.
Wrap it
Get
up.
this out of your way.
I'll take it.
Hold it up right here in front of the camera.
Yeah.
That's,
What do you have to say about it?
I like it.
Go back where you were.
He's not.
All's ask is that he doesn't film me wrapping his tattoo.
What's that?
I said all's ask is that he doesn't film me wrapping the tattoo because I'm horrible at it. I'll wrap damn 10 feet of this one somewhere.
That was cool.
Yeah, if you need some better light, he can tilt it under there, but
We need to do a sign off too after we
wrap this.
finish
Yeah, we'll do
Let's
that.
get this
all
covered.
this.
Yeah. Airing all that out in the world.
See,
Don't fall
I'm
over.
not no good at this shit.
Oh no, I hate that stuff.
Now you tell
I can't
him.
imagine.
It's usually in a box. This one lost the box, and I didn't want to be cruel, so I took it.
Or if it gets smushed a little bit, that's always
Could you
fun.
do me a favor and cut down towards this away?
Right here?
Yeah, that's perfect. Hold that corner for a second.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it doesn't do the.
Did it hurt worse than
Try
you
to put
thought?
the non-contaminated.
Oh, I can't cut. straight
No, I
that way.
figured there
That's
was
fine.
going to be some annoying pain,
Lift it.
annoying. I figured it was going to be annoying, you know,
Now, just hold it off the armrest because I don't want to get your blood on this, that blood everywhere else. Does that make sense? Let me put some.
What blood?
You know, your
That's open.
PTs, your bloodborne pathogens.
That's pretty much an open wound right now.
For a little bit, for a week or two.
Dang, it's first.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Well, about a week they're open, I'd say.
Right.
4 days, 4 or 5 days it'll be open.
There's a way around the open.
I'll tell you exactly what you need to do, so don't worry.
So no fisting.
No
Right.
fisting. It might heal it. I don't
Oh
know.
God.
You might find a whole new way of doing it.
Hey.
Daddy said soak it in
Yeah.
cider. I don't think that's what he
Discovers
did.
incredible way to heal tattoo.
Oh, no, if you want to heal it instantly,
Do this.
Alright, you're
Of
free to
course.
move around. Take your time standing up. You've
Oh
been
my
through the
yeah,
trauma.
you've been sitting
Whoa.
there.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
You've
my
been sitting there
God.
and
You
tensed
did
up.
really good.
Take you some steps. Yeah, you did good. I didn't know if you were gonna have to stop in between
I
all
know.
that,
I
even
was
though.
like, oh my God.
So
Well,
yeah,
like
you
I
did
say,
good.
I have a high tolerance. For
Yeah.
pain.
He has a high luxury.
I'll read all this real quick and then we'll sign it. Take me about 5 minutes.
I have a high tolerance for pain and a low tolerance for assholes.
What you're gonna do is leave that wrap on until you get back to Waycross.
Okay.
You gotta leave that on for a couple hours, and then you need to get an antibacterial hand soap that's unscented. And you'll
Yep.
wash it twice a day with that hand soap.
Hang on
What
just a
doll?
Do you want me? I have a list of everything you need to print it out and ready to go.
There
Yeah,
we
just
go.
do that.
I tell you the instructions, but I also have it written very well for you that you can
Okay.
see.
Word.
That sounds good.
If you don't follow the instructions right, they have to take your arm off.
Now you know that there's a stage where it peels a little bit,
Mhm.
like you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. The
scabs
color
up and
peels,
stuff.
The scabs a tiny bit.
Don't peel that
mess
off.
with it. Let it peel. Because if you pick that off, it'll kind of take the color out. I know it's tempting, and I've scratched my tattoos myself. They're itchy.
It'll
You know,
look- it'll
once
look
it gets
like
to that
mine.
stage, it's itchy. And it's so hard not to itch it, but you just pat it
Mm.
with a clean hand. And if you'll let this, the red might scab up a little bit. Everything else should be fine. But if you let it do its thing, it'll reveal a beautiful tattoo underneath it. It's just going to look rough. Probably day 6 or 7.
So by Friday and Saturday when I'm gigging,
What's it going to look like?
uh,
Let's see, what's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
And you got it on
Wednesday,
your
Thursday,
guitar
Friday,
arm.
Uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
shit. No, guitar, this sits on the guitar.
It'll be alright.
Yeah, there's a space there.
It's better that that's by Friday
Right.
and Saturday anyways. That'll give it time to close up. I'm gonna see.
Well, I wouldn't do it right now, Bloody.
It's fine. He can if he wants.
Uncle Bloody.
Oh shit, I forgot his arm.
I ain't gonna strum it. Yeah,
Yeah, he has
yeah. It'll miss.
You good?
Anyone have the time? Out of curiosity?
5:25.
Okay, cool. We'll be heading out when everyone else does pretty much. Clean all this off real quick. Good, buddy.
Think the new open today?
Is it not?
I don't know. I hope it is.
It should be. Sometimes they take time to clean and do this and that, but
Right day after Christmas. Imagine a lot of places get busy. Everybody's working.
Close at 9.
Nice.
no, y'all have plenty of time. I don't know if I'll go or not. I don't know when I'm tattooing tomorrow. I gotta look at the schedule and draw. it'd be cool to come have a cocktail with you guys real quick. You know,
come on.
Drunken Noodle has like amazing drinks, like amazing mixed drinks and stuff. It's so good. Their bar is amazing. They have a bunch of fresh fruit, basil, mint,
Cool.
shit like that.
I plan on catching a buzz.
Do your dog.
Yeah.
It's all right. Put a jacket on.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Jacket off.
You want to keep that thing covered until you get back to
Jacket
work.
on.
Extra protection.
You can't ever jacket off.
I'm going to the Drunken Noodles.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want a Drunken Noodle. Get
I
on
might act up.
The brutal noodle.
Might get in a fight with somebody, and that'd
Did
be
y'all
the
all
first
ride together
place
or
they'd
something?
hit me.
Me and Dave rode together
Oh,
there.
okay. I was about to say, y'all got a big van or something?
Party van.
Party van.
That'd be sick. That's like what I envision you guys pulling up in.
Badass, like Mystery Machine.
All right, let me wash my hands real quick. Got
Katie in.
Dave.
Dave juice.
Yep.
That ain't no good. You need to go to the clinic.
That ought to. A date used to make a girl feel happy. The Silver Cow.
Silver cow.
I bet it's
Silver
been named
cow.
For a bar. Silver Cow Skull.
Silver steer.
The Silver Skull Bar.
A horse pistol. But make it look like a hospital.
What do y'all do for the sign off?
Oh, what is this town have? No.
With Cheetos. Good, Billy. Well, it's official. Dave's a heathen.
I'm no longer a virgin.
I just ruined Dave's life.
In fact, quite the opposite. I think she has made my right boomerang arm look better than it ever has. And why I waited 70 years to do this, I'll never know.
So I could do your tattoo.
I had to wait on the right person.
Absolutely.
And we want to thank y'all for watching this New Year's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yes, thank y'all so much for watching, and be sure to check out our shop, Second Skin Tattoo in Kingsland, Georgia.
So y'all give it up for Larissa.
Thanks, Larissa. Thanks for coming on.
We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure.
We'll see y'all next time.
When the cold black water finds its way across through your veins, it just might seal your fate. It just might seal your fate. It just might seal your fate.